Hello everybody, this is Excalibur, and this is a quick video going over the blaster, some of its features, and doing a little bit of firing. My name is Silly, and I'm the designer of this blaster. Excalibur is a pump-action Nerf blaster, like that, which has a lot of very cool features. The main feature to draw people to this blaster is it can super easily swap between half-length darts, like this Worker Talon magazine filled with worker darts, goes in there, and Nerf magazines, or any other brand's full-length dart magazine. So this will work with X-Shot or Dart Zone full-length magazines as well. So what you do is this has a little pin on the side of the blaster. Take that out. This pin has a little detent on the end, so once it's out of the blaster, you store it in this piece, which I'll take out next, and you can't lose the pin, so that's great. So you take out the pin, then you prime this back slightly, and then this thing falls out the bottom. This is a passive magwell adapter, so this has no moving components in it. You just stick the pin in there, and that stays in place. And now, the blaster can take full-length darts. Just like that. Works great. The other features of Excalibur are, there's a lot. They're all listed on the printables page, but going over some of the highlights. This has ball bearings in the prime to make it very smooth. So you can hear them rolling around in there. You can see, moves around very freely. This also has a ball detent in the front of the prime, so with all that smoothness, if you didn't have one, the priming handle would flop around, but this stays in place because it has a little locking thing right there. This blaster has quick swap barrels using this screw right here, which I will show you in a little bit. And then along with the barrels, it uses a printed chamber piece, which stays in the blaster at all times. Now the printed chamber allows you to use several different kinds of barrels on this blaster that you can't normally use without having issues on other similar pump-action style blasters. For example, having this little printed chamber piece means that you don't need to buy pre-chambered barrels. So barrels are a lot cheaper and they work better, which is good. Additionally, if you're using a very loose 0.527 inch inner diameter barrel, which is the standard for a lot of hobby shop barrels, normally in a blaster, if you put a dart in that and then you tilt the blaster downwards, dart will fall out the tip because the barrel is so loose, and that can lead to issues during gameplay. On this, because the chamber is there, it will hold on to the back of the dart and make sure that it doesn't fall down the barrel unless you're like really swinging the blaster for some reason, or until you fire, and then it'll fly out just perfect, like normal. There are two different options for chamber geometry. You can get either a super tight chamber for using specifically with half-length darts. I wouldn't recommend using it with full-length darts. It's really only to get the most performance out of half-length darts if that's only what you plan to use in this blaster. And then the other chamber is the wide chamber geometry, and that works great with all kinds of darts. That works with full-length darts, that works with half-length darts, that works with worn-out darts. It's great, and that's what I have in this blaster particularly. I have the wider chamber installed right now. So, other than that, the last main feature that you will be encountering in day-to-day life with this blaster is quick spring swapping. So you've got this sort of circular thing on the back of the stock. You push this in, and you twist it, and then out comes your spring. There you go. Excalibur works with any caliber and length spring. I recommend that you don't go any more powerful than a K25, not because the blaster can't handle it, but because you're just going to be putting more wear and tear on the blaster, and it's not going to really help your performance that much. K25 is a great spring. Don't really need to go any higher. If you want more FPS than you can really get out of K25, you should be looking into different barrel options rather than a heavier spring. So there's that. But with K25, you should be able to get well into like the 240 range with the correct barrel and scar setup. 240 FPS with the correct darts, barrel, scar, stuff like that. Yeah. So that's a high range of the recommended FPS. However, putting down this blue Excalibur, if you want super low FPS, you can use K31 spring, which is very very weak spring. So that goes in the back, just like normal. Locks in place with the same spring door. I don't even need a priming handle on this one because that is such a light spring. Now, this particular blaster, this is a 14-inch long piece of 0.527-inch inner diameter barrel. I just have a fancy wrap over it, but it is a standard barrel underneath that. This particular blaster with this particular spring is hitting 115, 120 FPS average, which is great for HVZ. And that is with full-length darts. It is hitting that FPS. So one of the things about Excalibur is, since it uses full-length darts, it is very well suited to lower FPS battles and whatnot, which is great. So let's do that. Pull that out. Stick the pin through the thing, keep it in place, and then pull out a full-length mag. So you can see, it's got darts in there. You can operate the mag release with your trigger finger through here in the trigger guard, or you can use the paddle down there on the bottom. Works great. So Excalibur works well with low FPS and with high FPS. Let's put this back in there. Got to put down my magazine. So last bit of this video is I'm going to be shooting through a lot of darts with that blue Excalibur over there. And just like that, this yellow one is switched back to Talon magazines, which you can see like that. Works good. So you've got that one. Let's put that over there. And you've got this one. So like I mentioned, super quick and easy spring swapping. Let's just put this right back in there and twist that into place. And there you go. Got your spring back installed. Works great. One of the last features I do want to mention is that Excalibur has full-length aluminum bars along the bottom of the blaster. It actually has two on each side. It has one that goes from this sort of screw here back to here, and then one that goes from here up to around here. This is similar to my Alchemist blaster, where it has a tensioning bolt at the front. So this sort of stretches the bars and pulls all the body pieces together. So this is nice and sturdy, nice and rigid. But if you want to split this blaster apart to travel with or anything like that, for example, I did that when I went to Maryland Mayhem 2025 event. You just loosen this bolt at the front until everything is sort of relaxed and a bit wobbly, and then you can take out this screw and this screw, same on each side, and then the whole blaster splits in half right along this seam line here. And then you can travel with the blaster, which is great. Or you should take out the spring before you split it in half. But other than that, it's great. All right, I'm going to show you the barrel swap real quick before I forget. So use a hex key, M3 screw here at the bottom. It's got a little arrow pointing towards it. You just loosen that up. Loosen that up a bit. And this just goes into the bottom of the barrel and keeps it in place. That might even be loose enough there. Take off the scar. There we go. So there's your barrel. Comes right out of the blaster. As you can see, no barrel in the blaster. And then to install it again, super easy. Just drop it in. You push it in a little bit. Let me, where did I drop my hex key? There it is. All right, found it. Like I said, you just push in the barrel. It does need to push past the O-rings in the chamber, so you need to make sure that you push it past those. But other than that, super easy. So let's get this out. Here we go. I'm gonna push on the tip of the barrel, past those O-rings. There we go. Perfect. All right, and then just retighten the screw. There you go. And then I'll put back on the scar. Now, the scar, the file for this is not included in the file set. This is just my standard scar that I use on all of my blasters. But I'll probably put a link to this scar in the printables listing for the full blaster. This is the spigot scar or silly scar, and this just imparts spin to the darts as they leave the barrel to make them more accurate. So there you go. There's your barrel swapped. Let's put in some full-length darts and do some shooting. Let's see if we can get the darts to show up on camera. It's a bit hard because they're going so fast. Hope you're able to see those. And there we go, all out of those. Now, swap back to the half-length darts. So take your adapter, stick it in there, push it towards the front, take your pin, stick it through the hole in the side of the magwell. There we go. Now, this can use Talon mags again. Great. And there we go. So that is Excalibur, really fun blaster, and this has released at the time of recording this video. So if you want to go and build one, you should go download the file set. It is up for free on my printables page. I'll leave a link in the video description. And then if you need hardware for this, there is both a public bill of materials or hardware list for you to go and self-source it if you wish, or you can buy pre-made hardware kits from various sellers, such as Out of Darts or Silver Fox Industries. So there are links to those on the printables page for you to go and purchase hardware kits if you wish. I do make a small commission on hardware kit sales, or a small royalty on hardware kit sales, so that's great if you want to help support the blaster, or help support me, I should say. And then if you don't have a 3D printer and you want this blaster, you can also buy prints for the blaster and then assemble them yourself, or you can buy fully 3D printed blaster, pre-assembled, ready to go. So yeah, that is Excalibur. That's pretty much all the features of it, and I hope that you go and build one. YouTube things like subscribe, share, all that stuff, and the filament for this blaster was provided to me free of charge by Polymaker. So there's that little mention. Other than that, thank you for watching. Go build or buy an Excalibur. I hope that you enjoy it. Use some full-length darts and have some fun. And other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you again some other time. Make sure to stop on by. I'm working on new blasters all the time. All right, bye.